Hey up internet, and welcome to On the Sofa, where I talk about whatever I want. And this time I just want to spend a few minutes talking about the Epstein list, because it wasn't that long ago that Pam Bondi said this.
The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients? Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump. I'm reviewing that. I'm reviewing JFK files, MLK files. That's all in the process of being reviewed because that was done at the directive of the president from all of these agencies.
So have you seen anything that you said, oh my gosh?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, we'll check back with you.
But now we're all supposed to believe that the Epstein client list has all of a sudden disappeared. In fact, more than that, we're supposed to believe that there never was an Epstein client list. They must think that we're fools. They must think that we're really stupid, because they've been talking about this Epstein client list for years now. They've been demanding the release of the Epstein client list for ages, and now they're out of the blue. Well, sort of out of the blue. It's not quite out of the blue. But now, all of a sudden, we're told that there is no Epstein client list. There never was an Epstein client list. There's no evidence that there ever was a physical Epstein client list. They must think we're really stupid. Think about it. We know full well that President Trump visited Jeffrey Epstein on a number of occasions. There are photos of the two of them together. We know this. And so is it just a coincidence that the Epstein list is, we're now being told that it doesn't exist? They really must think we're idiots. But here's my 2 cents on this, for what it's worth. Okay, let's just assume for a moment, for the sake of argument, that there is no Epstein client list. There is no physical black book with Epstein's clients written down. There is no physical client list. Okay, fine. Let's accept that for the sake of argument. That doesn't mean to say that there were no clients. There were clients. Okay, we know this. We know that Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, we know they had clients. We know that people visited their island on a regular basis. We know that they were sex trafficking young girls for clients. We know this. That's established fact, surely. So the client list may not be physically written down or physically, on a memory stick or whatever, but there are clients. Surely it's worth investigating who those clients are and bringing them in for questioning. Surely it's worth investigating. No, for the sake, so that The survivors, the surviving victims can have justice. Just because there's no physical client list, are we just going to give up? Are we just going to, give up on pursuing justice for these people? For the people who were abused at the hands of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell? Are we supposed to just give up? Because there were clients. There may not be a physical client list, but the client list is in Ghislaine Maxwell's head, surely. Surely it must be worth the FBI interrogating her and applying pressure so that she'll tell them her clients. I'm certain the FBI have been investigating this for years. They must know who the clients are. Surely it's worth bringing them in and making them accountable for this. Otherwise, Ghislaine Maxwell is in prison for nothing. Jeffrey Epstein hanged himself in his cell for no reason. Just because there's no physical list, it doesn't mean that there's no clients. The clients are there. The clients are still at large. The clients need to be investigated. We need to know who the clients are. So my message to the FBI is simply this: you know who the suspects are. You have a list of suspects. You may not have a physical client list, but you have a list of suspects. You've been investigating this for years. You know who your suspects are. Show us your suspect list. Release the suspect list and do it now.